Well, hello there, my friends. Welcome into another Coach's Corner where we are talking weight gain today because it is holiday season. I don't know when you're watching this right now, but it is December 2023. How in the heck do you not gain weight during holiday season? It happens, right? It's going to happen to the best of us. And sugar's everywhere. Adult beverages that are filled with sugar are everywhere. Parties every single weekend. What is a person to do? Especially if you are trying to lose weight during this holiday time or even maintain your weight. What is the best strategy? I'm going to give you three today. So listen up, take notes, get out that pen and paper because you won't want to miss this. And my top number one is to stick with the healthy habits that you have been doing. So, whatever it is that's been working for you up until October, I like to say it's the trifecta October, November, and December of this holiday weight gain because of everything that's going on, right? With Halloween and all the Halloween candy. Then we just had Thanksgiving and now we're going into Christmas, Hanukkah, December timeframe where there are lots of goodies, lots of treats, and we want to indulge, we want to socialize with our family. So, what do? You stick, number one, stick with your routine. So, whatever you have been doing, as much as you can, stick with the routine even when you're on vacation, go take a walk, right? If you have been working out faithfully and all of a sudden it is, party time, you're on vacation, there's lots going on. That doesn't mean that you get to not work out or not move your body. That's not an excuse, friend. Go out. I saw a lot of people doing turkey trots over the Thanksgiving break, which I was excited to see that people are still moving their bodies during this holiday time. Same with December. Get out, keep walking, keep going to bed at a decent hour. I know some of that's going to fluctuate, right? As we go out of town, as we have guests over or our guests in other people's homes, your food's going to be off, your sleeping's going to be off, but as much as you can, stick with your healthy habits, right? Stick with your healthy habits as much as you can. I say don't restrict any food. Like, I am not into restriction. If you know anything about me or have been following me for a while, I say taste everything. But that doesn't mean that we go back for seconds. And that is my tip number two. Taste it, but don't go back for seconds. During Thanksgiving, we had many different pie selections and even cheesecake. And you better believe that I took a bite of probably every single one of them, but I didn't have an entire piece, right? Get what you're going to get and then let it be done. I have really big owl eyes. Like, I think I look at everything and I'm like, oh, this all looks wonderful. This all looks really good. And I load up my plate and then I regret it later because my stomach is not as big as my eyes, right? So get what you're going to get on your plate, but make sure that you're not going back for seconds and be realistic. So, tip number two, taste it, taste everything, but that doesn't mean you need a whole piece of everything, right? Just a taste oftentimes is enough for you to be satisfied that you had a little treat. You had a little treat. I don't like to call it a cheat day. I like to call it a treat day, or, that you are treating yourself and engaging in conversation and connection with your friends and family, which is exactly what we should be doing this time of year. So let's not restrict our diet, but let's be careful about how you are going about eating and socializing with those alcoholic beverages. Tip number three is don't stand by the buffet table or wherever the food is at. When you're going to these places to socialize, when you're going to these events, these parties, get your food and then go sit down somewhere else. When we are right next to all the goodies, it's really easy to graze. And when we're not paying attention to our hunger cues, it's really easy to keep eating, right? When it's readily available, and you've got it right there in your refrigerator or at your disposal or right next to you, it's really easy to grab the food and go for seconds. So let's not do that. Don't stand by the food table. If you are at an event, at a party, it's time for connection. Really use that as a chance to put deposits into that social life account. We talk about banking your health, we talk about daily deposits. This is an opportunity, this time of year is an opportunity for connection, for really coming together and nurturing those relationships that maybe you haven't seen in a while, or maybe that you just want to strengthen, right? So focus on that aspect of the holiday and not so much the food. So the average 5 to 7 pound weight gain doesn't have to be you, friend. It does not have to be you. Be careful about sticking with your routines, about portion size and going back for seconds, and about where you are sitting and socializing so that you are sure to not overindulge. All right, if you want more, I've got a whole series on surviving the holidays. It's about navigating the food and drink, it's about tweaking your lifestyle during this time of year so that you're sure to stay on track. It's about dealing with grief because sometimes this is the first year that maybe we are celebrating these holidays without our loved one. So it's also about your schedule. How do I schedule my life so that I'm not crazy, running around like a chicken with my head cut off? Because sometimes that's how we feel during the holiday season. So if you want to grab the Surviving the Holidays bundle, I'm going to leave the link down below. It's a great way for you to take a breath and just calm down. Feel like you've got a guide to help you calm down this season. All right, friends, happy holidays. I will be back with you next week for another Coach's Corner. Until then, be well.